27. First down, Rivers. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got a man, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. On second down, it's Jones. Oh, nice move. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. From the gun, Rivers. And this is Parker, complete. Touchdown! Devontae Parker, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And Devontae Parker able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, a former Blue Hen out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco. They run with a big man in his 7th season. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Flacco. This will go to Henry out wide. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Flacco's throw there taken in by Smith. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Flacco from midfield. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Seattle score. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Rivers now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units. And they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Rivers. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he finds Parker here, complete. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Flacco being chased out left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Rivers. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Rivers. And this is caught. It's Parker. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
When Devontae Parker can play a full schedule, he can be a lot to handle for NFL defenses. 8 years in the league, but only one where he's played all the games in the regular season. But in that regular season, over 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns. Nice catch there for a first down.
Up the middle, Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing Rivers. Escaping them. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they're going to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Flacco from the gun. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Chandler Jones. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Man open. Here is Jones. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Flacco.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Following the interception here, Rivers.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now this throw caught left side.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rivers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the red zone now, Rivers.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 16, Flacco. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Caught by Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. Now it's Flacco. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Julio Jones, 58 yards. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. So that drive for 4 plays, and it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like bats, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And now let's discuss Julio Jones. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Rivers to throw it. And that's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rivers.
He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Rivers again. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Dallas Goedert. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Broncos are back within a score. mark, he adds the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Flacco's throw there taken in by Smith.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Henry up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Looking for 2 yards here on 3rd down. Flacco. And the tight end has it. It's Fleener.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down.
To pass, Flacco.
This will go to Henry out wide.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down. Passing play, Flacco. He's going to look deep for Watkins. They've got his man complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Flacco. Caught Eifert over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Operating on play action. Flacco. Touchdown, Seahawks. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco.
And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And a lead now up to 14. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken at about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So the Broncos coming out now.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Throwing, Rivers. This is caught, it's Floyd.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Running right, Jones.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Parkey is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Inside handoff, Henry. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Flacco. Quick slant here to Smith. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Flacco to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Broncos are right back in this football game.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. To throw is Rivers. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
On second down, Rivers again.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. To the air again here. Rivers.
Open man. It's complete to Higgins.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
Yeah, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And the catch good. It's Eifert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Here's Flacco. Got his man. It's Eifert. On the move past the 40. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Pressure mounting. Flacco. Touchdown. Julio Jones. Already his second touchdown here this opening weekend.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
So the Broncos now down by 12. 1:52 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers.
Pass complete to Higgins.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Rivers. Able to find Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A first down throw here for Rivers. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, the defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounded, but it's second down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rivers. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Rivers to throw it. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This is caught by Evans. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Again, it's Rivers.
Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more. Yeah.